What's so sad right now is I understand why a lot of females want to vote for Cruella. I understand because they feel like, oh, a woman gonna come in there and represent me, then I can do what I want to do, say what I want to say, ain't gonna be no consequences. I can see why y'all would feel the way y'all feel. But for a man to be wanting a woman to lead a country, that says a lot about you. You know, and then to go back into that whole debate of you was raised by a single mother. You know how y'all all sit up here and literally drag women for that, and then you turn around and want a woman to lead you after you grew up being led by a woman that just led you to emotional ruins, and you think turning around, continuing with that type of mindset is beneficial to your future, you know, because she's not displaying any sort of policies, and the things that she is disclosing is not to your benefit. And you have to a lot of times look at a person's track record, like have they ever done anything in your community to benefit you? You know, it's not about color no more, it's about right and wrong, good and evil.
Okay, let's before the debaters, before the political people on here, Molly, Jazz, Jason, Ari, do you think we should be letting a woman lead this country?
Hell no.
No.
We too emotional.
No.
We're way too emotional. If let's just say Kamala was to win, somebody gonna piss off, and what's she gonna do? She gonna set up all the news. Everybody die. Everybody gone.
Yeah, I do think there's a higher chance of her making a more emotional decision that could, you know, be a detriment to the rest of us just by her naturally being a woman. I mean, it just is what it is. There's natural disadvantages.
Y'all can't get that off like
emotionally.
one singular woman make these drastic decisions for the country.
For sure.
Can I say something though? Y'all say women are more emotional, but men kill more men over women. Men are definitely more emotional in extreme measures compared to women at times. So,
well, the inherent emotion in men is anger, and women are sensitive. So I would venture to say that men are emotionally more intelligent than women, because if we were so emotional, everybody'd be fucking dying because we're always fucking mad and killing people.
Men, everybody has emotions. Let's just be clear. Everybody has emotions. Everybody go through things. The thing that we're taught as men, especially men that have fathers in the household most of the time, is to not make an emotional decision, but think logically. Learn how to control your emotions effectively. So when we talk about men versus women, it's not that men are any more emotional than women, but it's that men that are raised in certain households are taught to think more like women when it comes to making decisions from a feminine perspective. So,
Jazz, you think women are more emotional?
Sure. I mean, we're women. We're wired, you know, to be more in tune with our emotions naturally. As far as should a woman lead this country, I just think that position should go to whoever can do the job the best, whether it's a man or a woman, honestly, whether they're black or white, honestly, if they're really, you know, if they're integral about that position and have policies that really progress the people, I'm for it.
Yeah, Jess, can I ask you a question? So do you think having a woman as the face of the US will be a disadvantage to us from a combative point of view? Do you think other countries will look at us with the same seriousness, even if artillery and all of our defenses doesn't change, but she's the face? Do you think that in itself will spark us not being taken as serious as the United States, just from a face point value standpoint?
I don't know. I do know that when during the Trump administration, countries looked at us as if we were foolish because of that face. Not to say he was doing anything wrong, but I do recall, you know, other countries and other perspectives outside of America calling us clowns and it's a circus here because of who we had running this country. So I think it really depends on the policy of the person in that position. That will ultimately reveal if they, you know, if we're going to be taken seriously or not.
That's so weird. We had no new wars. Nobody was invading anybody. we we was literally more respected than we ever had been. That's so crazy. I don't know where you got that narrative from.
Can I make a point?
You don't forget that the country was on lockdown for almost a year some change.
But when Trump was
The
in
country
office,
went
I
into lockdown in 2020. From 2016 through 2019, we had no new wars. We were pulling out of Afghanistan. We didn't have the same issues that we got now. Now we are literally in multiple different proxy wars and giving money and funding NATO to the tune of 80 to 85%. We are the majority of the funding that goes into NATO that they then advertise. So, like, that's not even a debate. It's not. I know we want to be confrontational and we
have allies, so we got to protect our allies.
But there are some things that we possibly could agree on. We weren't in any new wars. That's a fact.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am.
All I was saying was when Trump was in office, I was basically just graduated high school. I never had issues the whole time Trump was in office. I graduated in 2018. I drove for Domino's for a very long time. I made hella money with them. I had no issues with providing gas or anything like that. I can't afford shit now. I'll be honest with you. It's hard to buy shit nowadays with these people in office, and y'all still want them there. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I'm with Ari. I don't understand the thought process of people wanting to vote against Trump just to vote against Trump. Do we not see the state of the country? Do we not see the border? Do we not see how many military-aged males from China are coming through? They don't just let you leave China. This is not a red flag for anybody. Kamala is still in the White House. What do y'all think was going to happen? What have we seen from her for the past 3.5 years, though? And she's politicking right now like she's not actively in the White House as the acting vice president.
What are you talking about? We didn't say anything from Mike Pence. So what are you talking about?
She's the
We didn't say anything from Joe Biden when he was the vice president for Obama.
You were in the Navy. I don't even know why you're arguing with me right now. You don't think it's a problem? But you don't think it's a problem that we're selling this country out to China?
He got his caffeine today.
It makes sense. That's why I'm arguing.
It makes sense that I just don't like Trump because he's old and white.
No, he does. He's not.
I'm never voting for a woman because she's a woman. I think anybody with that mindset is extremely immature. We have no adults running the show right now.
He's not qualified.
Where's Biden? Who's the president?
He's not.
Who's running the White House? Who's running the White House?
He's not qualified. It's that simple.
Who's not qualified? Nobody that's running the White House. The people in the White House are not qualified.
Okay,
what are they doing? What are they doing?
Office and all his aides and all his people.
Gas was like $1.20 something cent where I stay at when Trump was in office.
Where?
$20 to fill up my gas tank. So I feel you, Ari. Like, come on now. What reality are we living in where all we can say, I'm gonna vote for Kamala because she's a woman? I don't like Trump because he tweets and he's mean and he's old and white. Like, we have to be adults. We're not. I don't hear any adults.
How was he not qualified when he was literally the president for 4 years?
I've already seen everything I need to see. I don't need to see it again. I don't. And since we're up here, nobody has brought up Project 2025.
You're emotional.
No, I'm not. You can say you can call it what you want. He's not qualified. He's a fucking felon. He's gonna be in the. Let's just say he wins. He's gonna be in the White House with a fucking ankle bracelet. He's not qualified, bro.
Right, ankle bracelet.
Simple as that. I don't need to see Trump anymore.
He's a felon that's not serving any jail time, though. He's not even in jail.
Listen, bro. Listen.
I don't need to see. I don't need to see Trump anymore.
They tried to take him off the ballots. They tried to assassinate him. They are trying to do everything they can do to take away people's choice. To take away people's choice if they did want to vote for him, though. That's all I'm saying. The fact that you're taking
that shit wasn't even real.
Our choice away. You know, we're trying to vote for men who want to put tampons in boys' bathrooms. You have grown men in dresses working with Biden in the White House. We don't. This is not a clown show.
I just have one thing to say, and I'll go on mute.
JD Vance is in the dress. You forget that?
Hold on, CJ, hold on.
JD Vance is not in the White House right now. I'm talking about people that are in the White House.
Hold on, give me a second. Go ahead, Quinn.
When addressing Molly, maintain low tones.
Oh my God! You stop that for this.
That's crazy.
Oh, you want to tell? Okay. Gotta hush.
Listen, y'all can vote for whoever you want to vote for. I'm not up here to change nobody's vote. Like I said, I think the panel is great. But hey, do your research, man.
Y'all just didn't want to see a person of color. It's like a pride thing. It's like as long as it's somebody that looks like me. It's so many politicians that look like us that are running their democratic cities into the ground. They're running them into the ground. Liberal policies are super destructive. I don't know how we don't see this. They have studies that show children that grow up in liberal households have way more higher cases of depression. Why? Like, why is this? Like, come on now.
So you're talking about cities, but the top 10 poorest states are ran by Republicans.
I understand that, but
like, so what are we talking about? The top 10 poorest states is ran by Republicans.
Because Republicans aren't just going to give handout after handout, and then you want to talk about our national deficit. First off, every president has topped the previous president when it comes to the national deficit.
No.
Biden has exponentially spent way more money than Trump. We can't argue this. We're still trying to get money over into Ukraine and other places. Like, we already know Zelensky is an actor. Is he even really the president? Is this all an act? We can assume.
What's the deficit?
Don't ask me what the deficit is. You're the one bringing up how Trump just made it so high. But we can see. No, you did earlier in the thing.
Hold on, listen.
Y'all can go ahead.
We gotta have balance. Nobody can hear us if everybody is talking at the same time. All right,
you're right.
Y'all got to let people get their thoughts off. Also,
my thing is, as a black woman, why should I vote for Kamala? Please, I'm asking anybody on the panel that wants to answer. As a black woman, why should I vote for Kamala? Can somebody? Maybe you guys can convince me to change my thought process.
Why would you bring race into the picture?
Because that's what Kamala is running on. She's running on the fact she's a black woman. Although, when was she ever a black woman?
Did she say that? Hold on, wait.
I agree.
Did she say that or did Trump say that?
She's been running on this. She's been running on this. It's not nothing new.
They're
doing this now. I'm asking you a question. Why should I vote for Kamala?
Did she say she's running as a black woman?
No, I'm not answering it. Why should I vote for Kamala? As a woman, as a person of color, why should I vote for her? Could you please?
Victor?
Anybody, not just you, CJ, but anybody. Why should I vote for Kamala? I might if y'all can convince me.
Man, you can vote for whoever you want to vote to.
I think it boils down to, the policies and what you align with, who you feel.
Okay, what policies? We've already asked this, but what?
Yeah, as far as Kamala goes, I don't think she deserves anyone's vote personally. I'm not here to vote for Kamala just because she's black or because she's a woman. I specifically said my vote will go for the person who's best for the job and who has policies that are in alignment with progressing America and the people. There are so many different issues that need to be taken care of within this country. I don't care if you are purple with yellow hair and green and blue eyes. If you have the leadership qualities and the integrity to actually, put in policies that help people, that's where my vote will lie. So we can't convince you who to vote for. You have to do your own research and really look at what your better odds are. And it sounds like you have done that. It sounds like you know who you want your vote to go to, and that's great. I don't think anybody should be convincing anyone of anything. For this particular race, I think there's flaws on both sides. It's really hard for me to say, oh, I'm totally for either person. What we do know is that one of them are going to be in office, and then we're going to really see what these people are made of. Then we'll see.
Well, right now, one of them is in office now, and she's running.
Right, exactly.
She's in office now. She's been in office past. And I'm not, and this is not at you, Jazz. I hear exactly what you're saying, but we're pretending like she's not the acting vice president right now. Why do we have to wait until she hypothetically gets elected before we see something from her? Why can't I see it now? I don't align with abortion. Keep your legs closed, use birth control. That's all they ever have is abortion. Be scared of abortion. That's preventable. First off, what about the border? What about if I want to have children? I have to worry about their safety. I have to worry about, are they going to be indoctrinated into the LGBT community for no good reason? While we're talking about, schools and stuff like that, the funding is going towards indoctrinating them on being gay. This is why they can't read. Like, we have to be realistic. No adults are running the show. No adults are really giving any input on why is Kamala the best choice. Like, nobody can ever answer the question. Oh, just because we don't like Trump. That is so childish. This is our futures, our lives, our children's futures. We're playing with it right now. We really are. And I just don't see why the masses of people are sitting here vote for Kamala because she's a woman, vote for Kamala because she's colored. She's in the White House right now, and I can't
Who
say.
was saying that? Who was saying that though?
No. Let me add some of that to you. Vote for her because she an AKA. Vote for her because she a part of the Divine Nine. All of that is a conversation, and for y'all to act like that's not something that's real and that's not conversations that's being had on a regular basis, stop.
Anton, we're not disputing that, but nobody on this page has said that, bro.
He literally just asked me who was saying that. How you not disputing that?
No, we're talking about us.
No. We're not talking about us. We speak to the majority.
She was talking about us.
To the minority.
She was talking
about us. We not.
Okay. She was definitely said that.
How did y'all feel about the whole Megan Thee Stallion performance? Did y'all feel
I thought it was dumb as fuck.
Okay, so why the hell are you voting for her?
Because
But look, Trump.
This is what the Harris administration thinks about black people.
I agree.
Like, dance, black girl, dance. That's all I saw up there when she was trying to politic. Part black girl, shake your butt. I don't get it.
So when the question was asked Trump, how are you gonna lower rent prices? He said, drill, baby, drill. He can't answer a question to save his fucking life.
Bro, hold on. Give me a second. Because I feel like I'm losing brain cells right now.
It's too much like this, what this person is doing versus what this person is doing. It's very childish. It's very childish. You know what I mean? So it's just like, pay attention to what they're actually saying and what they're not saying. Every time someone asks you why you're voting for Kamala, you should be able to articulate that without bringing down Donald Trump, and vice versa, right? And right now, everybody is fueled with emotions, right? And all I'm saying,
I'm not emotional. I'm just genuinely
no,
trying to understand people's thought process.
No, I'm just saying, like, as a collective right now, we're drawing off of emotions. It's you're wrong for voting for him and you're wrong for voting for her. It's just like, do what you think is best for you, but really understand who and what you're voting for. That's all I'm saying.
But people don't read. People are not going to go and read these policies. They are not. We can say go vote, but do you know how much stuff that they sneak in bills? Exactly with the border and the whole Ukraine funding. They want to sneak all this stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to protect your rights. We're going to do this. But yet they're sneaking in all this stuff that really is working against our best interest. And we're not reading it. People need to read. People need to wake up, turn off the reality TV, the love and hip hop. Wake up. Become an adult. Inform yourself.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you get your mic. You go like when people talk, it goes like very, very low. But go ahead.
Okay, because I don't think they can hear me. A lot of one thing you said is that Biden spent a lot more money than Trump. That's not true. Trump was already. I looked it up. Trump spent 7.8 trillion, and Biden is at 6 trillion right now. So a lot of times people speak with their emotions. And they're speaking and spewing stuff that they heard from somebody, and you didn't even look up a lot of the stuff you just said. Now, I agree with you on a lot of points.
Every president has trumped the other president's spending. This is not me coming up with this.
It's not true. It's not true. Look it up. Don't speak it. Look it up. But it's a lot of things you said I agree with. I don't agree with tampons in no man bathroom. For what? It's a lot. I don't agree with abortion. There's a lot of things you said I don't agree with. But in a nutshell, when you always speaking about the emotional status of a woman running the country, you all don't think Donald Trump is super emotional and responds radical when he becomes emotional? We saw that with January 6th when he didn't even have the strength to stop what was happening because they stole the election. So do y'all believe the election was stolen too? Oh, wow. Okay. I digress.
Yeah,
more people voted for Biden than voted for Obama. I'm supposed to believe this.
I just think, I don't think any administration has anybody's best interests at heart, except for their own. I mean, history has shown us that. So that's why, for me, it's just like we're talking in circles, regardless of who's going to be in office, what's going to be played out. We're still going to be saying the same thing in 4 years. I'm curious to see what either party is really going to do to make an actual change, so we can cease having these, circular kind of conversations. Because from any administration we've ever had, now I do agree there were a lot of benefits during the Trump administration. Let's just be honest. Gas was lower, things were a little more affordable. I'm not saying that was him. I really don't know. But that's when I felt the impact of having someone in office and actually feeling the effects of their administration. It's like, wait a minute, it's a little different. So I do see that. However, I'm not saying that how he went about doing things was perfect and really at the best interest of the people. He does say a lot of bigoted, racist things. I also think on the other side, there's bigotry and racism for sure. But it really just depends. I'm just curious to see what they actually will do. Right now, I'm unsure about the both of them.